We plant Aquilaria malacensis, which is a genus of the Aquilaria species that grows in the wild in the Philippines. It's also grown under plantations in India. It's known to produce a very high quality agarwood and a very good yield. Internationally, it's known to grow a little bit more slowly than some of the other species, but we're actually finding that the growth in the Philippines is really remarkable, particularly where you grow it in the right conditions. It's a flexible tree. You can grow it pretty much anywhere. You know, we have people growing it on the beach in Batangas. We have people growing it in the highlands in North Cotabato and in Bukidnon. It will grow anywhere, but growing it in the right location and the right conditions will maximize the growth rate, will maximize the yield and maximize the quality. Sometimes people really want to plant their land, even if their land is not necessarily the ideal location for agarwood, and that's okay. The agarwood will grow and we'll help you to make it grow. Other times, people really just want to make the investment, and that's where the ideal conditions for agarwood are to grow it in an area with high and regular rainfall, rich soils, not too intense heat, particularly right after planting, and a little bit of elevation is also helpful. And so that's why we really focus on Bukidnon. With plantation agarwood, what you're doing is you're mimicking this natural process that happens in the forest of the tree getting injured, providing the stress response and producing this resinous heartwood. What you do is you artificially inoculate the tree. So you drill holes in the tree. Once the tree reaches a certain stage of maturity, you need a tree to be at least 25 centimeters in circumference before you can stimulate the tree to produce the agarwood. If you do it sooner than that, there's a very high risk that you will get a poor result or you'll kill the tree. So once the tree reaches about 25 centimeters in circumference, you can do what's called inoculate the tree. This is mimicking the natural process. You essentially drill holes in the tree up to around 10 feet in height. What you then do is you inject what's known as an inoculant. It's a pathogen. It's a liquid that the tree recognizes as foreign and further magnifies this response in producing the resinous heartwood. In fact, you don't have to inject an agarwood tree. You can just drill the tree and you will still produce the oud. But injecting the liquid inoculant, it spreads the infection through the tree. And so through the natural process, which is known as transpiration, through the process that the roots take the water up through the tree to the leaves, when you inject into the holes, it also spreads the pathogen through the tree. And in doing so, you'll only inoculate up to about 10 feet, but you'll have agarwood being produced right up towards the top of the tree.